let's see. I think that we are good to go here. I want to get out of this. Pull up the chat because I screwed that up.
No.
Accidentally opened YouTube Studio. That's not what we want.
I don't know anything about that.
We just need to be able to see chat just in case anybody asks any questions or whatnot. Good. We're ready to rock and roll. That's what we need. We need to turn off the audio. We don't sound like a bunch of amateurs.
Good. Ready to rock and roll. That's what we want. We need to turn off the audio.
You don't sound like the DX god that you are when you do that.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so we're going to flatten these stones here real quick. And you'll see that process because it seems daunting, but it's not. So what you're going to do first is you're going to take a pencil and just cross hatch it.
Right.
Do them both. Cross hatch.
Can I ask you a question?
Boom, 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 boom. Sure can. Any question?
Now, I first of all, I appreciate everything that you do and on the personal note and professional note with this stuff. But I know you said this once before, and I read it or saw it before. But when you do a stone, the graphite powder that you use, you have to. If you're doing an 800 stone, you do a 400 powder, or you do a 1600 powder. How does that work?
Okay, so you want the grit of the silicon carbide powder that you're using to be coarser than the stone that you're doing.
Okay.
So I use a 220 grit for every stone that I have. So I use it on the 285, I use it on the 650, I use it on the 1700, and I use it on the 3000. Same powder. I do have a coarser powder in case I ever get like a super grit. But so
I ended up buying. Okay, I bought that 4-pack.
Everything.
It was okay. So 250 for everything.
Yep. That's what I do. I mean, if you have it, you can use slightly finer for the finer stones, but so far I found that it's not really necessary.
See, I thought if you had a 650 stone, you used a 325, and if you had the 1500, you used the 750.
You can if you have it.
Oh, okay.
But I never got around to getting it, and this just works. So I'm just like, well, since it works, why mess with it?
And how often you flatten?
I flatten it probably every maybe 3 or 4 months. This is the third time that I flatten these stones, so you'll just notice that it'll start getting to the point where you start seeing like the ends will be not worn, but the center will be. And it's like, okay, it's time to flatten these out a little bit. And let's give this a rinse. I think we're done with this one already. That's how fast they go.
Yes, it's like using that stone that I can't pronounce it. That was a no-brainer. That took took longer to soak it.
This is unbelievable. You would not believe what I just found out. Jesus. The water is off at my house. There must be something going on. I live in a mobile home park, and they are doing a bunch of construction out at the entrance. I saw them out there with backhoes a little bit ago, and I just went to turn the water on to rinse this stone off, and there's no water. But there was, 3 minutes ago, right before we went live, when I got this water. Okay, so we're just going to have to make do. I have 1 cup of water here. We're just going to have to make that. Okay. So we're done flattening because I don't have any water. Good. Well, that's how you do that. That's how
That's
fast
simple.
it was. Took like 2 minutes. You just go until the crosshatch pattern is gone. I actually probably could have flattened this a little bit longer, but the water company screwed me.
No. I'll probably be back shortly if they didn't notify you.
That's exactly. They did not notify me at all. This is
Yeah, good thing you're not in the shower.
that's it. Let's not make this. I like being family friendly, but this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. All right, so I guess we're just gonna rinse this off and get to sharpening.
And those little boxes I made for the stones, man, they work out great.
You know what I keep mine in these days? At first, I had
Two
box
bucks,
here,
man.
just like a Plano box
Right.
that I kept everything in. And I'm like, these stones are really nice. I'm going to put them in a nicer box. And I moved up to, where the hell the box go? Here it is. This box here, I made a little slots for it.
You know what that looks like? Like a cigar travel box.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, mine was the Harbor Freight wooden one.
Yep. There's no shaky in it. Freaking works good.
It's perfect because you travel with yours.
I do take them to work every now and then.
Yeah.
Using to break edges and stuff on certain things. Let's put this out of the way and get the sharpener up here.
And I got this too. Kangaroo leather.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have since moved away. I started with leather. I got some leather strops from
I know you went to the paint sticks.
Gritomatic. I was using leather strops from Gritomatic for this sharpener, and I have since switched to Gritomatic makes a wooden balsa strop right here. Gritomatic is balsa wood. I just spray some diamond on it and use that. So I've put all my strops now are made out of wood.
I made mine
freehand
I made
strops
some
are
out of
wood.
pine.
Yep, I use these paint stirrers for my freehand stropping.
Right. Yeah, I remember seeing those.
Yep, I got 6 micron, 4 micron, 0.5, and quarter CBN. They work real good as long as here's the pro tip. You take 2 of them, put a layer of glue in between, and then set, heavy blocks of steel on it to get them flat. And then the 2 pieces of wood glued together will keep itself straight. All right, what do we want to sharpen today? What steel do we want to sharpen? We want to sharpen a super steel, regular steel. Trying to decide here. Let's pull out a couple and have some choices. We got S30V. What else can we sharpen? Rex 121. K110. What else we got here? Well, I haven't sharpened this knife for a long time. All right, so we have S30V, Rex 121, S90V, or Bowler K110. Anybody out there? We got Newhouse in the house. What knife should I sharpen, Newhouse? What steel? S30V, Rex 121, S90V, or K110? You may have been in and out. Let's go with S90V.
You know, I saw at Harbor Freight the other day, they had a knife, $35, and it was was it G2 or D2 steel?
All right, he said S30V, so S30V it is. Yeah, they have what the heck is the name of that brand that they have their own brand.
Yeah,
It's
Portland or
actually
something.
one of the best knives that you can get for like under $20.
It was 35 actually. It was a nice sized knife too. It was probably like a
Oh, I'm
5-inch
saying I
handle.
must be thinking of a different knife.
I almost bought it, but I was like, I don't need another knife. I bought those ones in Arkansas. I switched over to the cheap CV this morning. It's really nice.
That's kind of exactly where I am. I have so many knives now. It's like I don't need any more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't need freaking half the ones that I own.
Yeah, but they're still cool.
I don't know. It's the super steels that make me happy. All right, let's get this taped up.
Do I need painter's tape?
You don't need it. I
That's a
just do it.
Is that a Spyderco?
It is a Spyderco.
I can tell by the hole.
Yep, this is a Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight in S30V. I like using the frog tape because whenever you tighten it down, you don't need to tighten it down with as much force. It gives a little bit of friction in between the metal jaws and the metal of the knife.
I got like little rubber pieces in there on mine.
Tighten a little bit and then snug this down. God, I love this freaking clamp. This clamp from Zorro, the single clamp, it's the
Right.
bee's knees. I tell you, I paid more for the clamp from TS Prof than I did for the whole sharpener.
I believe that.
I hate this clamp. I hate it. I don't like it. This one here, $30, and it is really good.
You know what I ended up doing the other day is I ended up tightening up these 2 screws because I was getting wiggle in here. This piece was wiggling, so there's 2 screws up here. I tightened them down and took the wiggle away.
All right, so we got Newhouse. How bad is AUS 8? AUS 8 is not a bad steel. It's pretty comparable to HCR 13 MOV. I have this knife here. I actually just got recently. It's AUS 10, which
Hey,
is
Ray?
almost identical to 10CR, which is almost identical to BG10. This knife here.
Hey, Ray, I got a package delivery. Be back in a second.
Good deal. I really like this knife. You can see I've not even, this is the first time it's been out of the plastic. Not used it at all yet. We will use this other sharpener on this guy whenever I stretch its legs. All right. Replace the green spring in the Sergeant lever. The Sergeant Greenleaf locks are super expensive. I don't own any.
All right, I'm back, bro.
Marker this guy up.
You know, it's funny. You talk about the clamps. You spend more on the stones than you do on the system as well.
Oh yeah,
And
that
so it
is
makes no sense
absolutely a fact.
in buying a $1,000 setup when you still have to buy the stones anyway.
Yep. That's kind of why I got the setup that I did, because it was like it's basically. I heard, who did I see use this first? I think it was Jared Neve, and he said that this is 85% as good as a TS Prof, and I'm like 85% is good and costs 1/7 the price. God, it's like a no brainer. It's like a no brainer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the angle on this. All right. Oh yeah, that angle does not match.
Did you put the Sharpie on? I missed it.
Yep, put Sharpie on it. Oops, still doesn't match.
So if you have if you put the Sharpie on the edge on the bevel, right?
Yep.
And you're only taking the Sharpie off the very tip, do you increase or decrease the angle?
If you're hitting the outer edge, the actual cutting edge, you want to lower the
Yeah.
angle.
So if I'm got the Sharpie right, and instead of and the Sharpie's just taking the cutting edge, not this part. Do
Yep.
you go up or down with that? Do you increase or decrease?
You want to decrease the angle, so you want to make it more
So it
flat
goes
to
up.
an angle. Yep.
Okay. So, and if you're too far up on the blade,
Yeah,
then you got to.
the back will go up, meaning that the front is
Yep.
coming down.
I got it. Okay. Thank you. I got a million questions.
It's all good. We are now hitting most of the bevel. I didn't realize that this one was as shallow as it is, but boy, I have this at a super steep angle. That'll do. Okay, get some soapy water on it.
And what are you starting with? The 325?
285.
I got 240.
Still no water. Oh, I'm so pissed.
I'm with you.
Screwing up my YouTube stream.
And you go front to back to front, or do you go heel tip, heel tip, heel tip?
I just go this way out to the tip and then back, and you're just kind of blending it all together.
Okay. It's kind of hard for me to see. That's why I'm asking.
You got a burr already. Let's try that method that I told you about, see if it actually works, because I just thought it up, never actually tried it.
That's funny. It should work.
Try the thing off. Well, it's not as good as I would have expected.
That's my problem. Sometimes I don't think I feel a burr,
What I'm doing is I just kind of real lightly drag my finger up at like maybe a 45-degree angle up over the edge.
So you come
And
up and
I'm feeling if it's catching on like the ridges of my fingerprint.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm feeling for.
So you're coming up like this, or you're coming up over the tip?
Yep, I'm coming up over the tip, sorta.
Okay.
Coming back this way.
I'll replay the video tonight on my big screen.
So I'm kind of, let's come up close to the camera. I'm coming up like this, and I'm feeling this way.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
And you're feeling for it to catch on the ridges of your fingerprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a good burr the whole length of that. And then the first thing you do after you flip it is one pass. You'll go right from the tip and just drag it back. What you're doing right there is you're flipping the burr to the other side, because you don't want to push up into it and rip that burr off. Then you'll end up with like a jagged edge. Can you believe I got a burr already? Holy smokes. Let me miss a little spot at the tip. Afternoon, y'all. How's it going, Mr. Rockout? So now that I raised a burr on this side, I flipped it over, raised a burr on this side, this knife has been apex. Everything that I do from now until it's done is just getting a better polish on it and removing the burr. That is all I'm trying to do from now to the end, because I've already got this knife apex. Once you raise a burr and then flip it to the other side and raise a burr on the other side, done. The knife is
See,
apex.
that was one of my
Everything that I do
mistakes.
from now on, everything you do from now on is just trying to get that burr off and put a good polish on it. They call it, the scratch pattern, because right now it has a coarse set of scratches because I used a coarse stone, this 285 grit. This next one, watch this, because I'm done with this stone here. We're just going to flip the burr real quick, move to the next stone. I could probably do 10 passes with this stone and be completely done with this stone.
And Ray, what are you going to
just
next?
650.
Okay. Yeah, that's your workhorse, right?
This is the one. I stop at this one 85% of the time. I'll stop with this stone.
See, my problem is I would start with I would be like the 325, and then I would go I would do like 10 passes, 4 passes, 3 passes. I thought I had to get rid of the burr before I moved on.
Now, you don't have to get rid of it. You want to minimize it a little bit, but I didn't raise a huge burr. As soon as I felt the burr, I flipped it.
Okay.
I think I'm done on this side actually already.
I blinked. You were already done.
That's it. It doesn't take very long. You'll see it. You'll see it get shinier.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
Good. We're just going to minimize the burr a little bit with this stone. So what I'm going to do, flip the burr and do like 2 passes. Flip it, flip the burr, 2 passes. Do this a couple times just to make that burr nice and small. Barely feel it now. One pass. Flip the burr, one pass. That's it. We're going to move on. Next stone. Okay, so these two stones here are the same thickness. Now this one here is a different brand, so I'm going to use the stone compensator, which is this little hickey madoodle. What you do is you'll just loosen it and let it fall onto the stone, and then tighten it back down. This little hickey madoodle right here.
Yep, I use that too. I learned that from you the first day.
The good thing is your stones are all the same brand, and they're all probably very close to the same thickness. So
yeah, I switch it when I go to the strop.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. All right, a little bit of juice.
Which stone you got now there, Ray?
This here is a 1700 grit.
Okay.
That is the progression that I'm using these days. Is a 285, 650, 1700, 3000. Flip the burr. Okay. Flip. That's a crazy thing about these really fine grit stones. Like when you feel it, it doesn't feel like it has any abrasive in it at all. But then you do a couple passes. Look how much metal it removed already, and I only swiped it a few times.
And you can see the shine come up once you switch over to those too.
Yep. All right. All right. Once I get to the 1700 grit stone, I don't really ever feel a burr at all anymore. I don't feel any difference between this side and this side. But I don't really spend that much time with that stone either. I just flip it a couple times and then I'm done. Once the blade gets real nice and shiny, time to move on to the next. It's a 3000. Okay. Anybody who is in the chat, anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, don't hesitate to ask. I haven't been on YouTube very much lately because I've been doing a lot of ham radio DXing. Look at that. Couple passes. All that metal. But tis the time of year. The fall into the winter time here in the northern hemisphere is whenever things in the southern hemisphere, summer is starting there. So that's when a lot of people go to like South Pacific Islands and stuff like that to do radio expeditions.
They also have to wait for the typhoon season to end.
That's it. So you know all about that. You were DXing when I was a mere lass.
CQ Worldwide, 8 days.
It's coming, man. I'm chomping at the bit. That is where I cut my teeth DXing, because there's no better time than like CQ Worldwide WPX or CQ Worldwide DX to get on the bands and get. You can literally get a DXCC over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt that if you are paying attention to spotting software and stuff like that, and just spending time in the seat, that you can contact 100 countries absolutely no problem in that weekend.
We operated multi out of Dushaw, Pennsylvania 1 year for WPX or CQ Worldwide. I forgot which one it was, and we got 4-band DXCC that weekend.
That's it, man.
But we
I don't
worked
think it would even be that hard.
48 hours. We did.
I don't think it would be that hard at all to complete the DXCC in that time.
Looking good there, Ray.
Thank you very much. I think this knife is basically done. We're just gonna hit it with a strop a couple passes and then call it finished. Wipe her off. That's the one thing about using a wooden strop or a leather strop even. You want to make sure to get it dry and clean before you go. Yep, that can definitely happen. It's real easy to just wipe them off. Put a little alcohol on a paper towel and just wipe it off. It's no big deal. But, stop. I'm gonna put you down. There you go. This is where I usually forget to use the stone compensator, but you can't. You gotta make sure to use it now too. Okay. Couple passes. How's it going, Mr. Old Helmet? That's a very funny name. My mind immediately went to the gutter. But I think that was the point. Okay. Here's another pro tip. Whenever you take it out, make sure to put a little marker mark on your tape. That way, in case you take it out and you hate the way it is sharpened, you can put it right back and kind of pick up right where you left off.
Yeah, it's one. I don't use the tape, but I saw that on one of your videos. I thought that was pretty smart.
But you can do it right on the blade of your knife too. You can just mark it with the Sharpie, so you don't have to have tape.
That's
Do
true.
the
Just
same
wipe it
marker.
down with alcohol.
Yep, just put the marker mark right on the blade of the knife, and then whenever you're done, just take a little alcohol and rub it right off. Okay. Let's see if she's sharp. I have nothing to cut. How unusual. Very unusual for there not to be some kind of trash paper or some kind laying on the table.
Was that roll of paper towel?
Oh, yeah, I do have a roll of paper towel over here. Over here. You know what? We're not going to do that. Yeah, she's sure if I can take the tape off. She's cutting. She's sharp, baby. She's sharp, baby. You were saying before we came on the live that the difference that it is having a really sharp knife in your pocket. I couldn't believe it. The very first time, the first sharpener that I ever got, that I really got a knife sharp, was the Work Sharp Precision Adjust. Thing costs like $60. It has three grits. It has like a 320 grit, a 600 grit, and then like a ceramic, which is, I don't know, 2500 or 3000 grit, something like that. And it has those three stones, and that's it. But it's fixed angle. It's plastic. It's $60, dirt cheap. I couldn't believe how sharp I got. I think it may have been this knife. How sharp I got this knife, and it was like, oh, I like this. And then there was no turning back. Because I was like most normal people up until maybe a year or so ago. I would buy a knife. I would use it. When it would get super dull, I would use like a little, I had like the Work Sharp, field sharpener, but I didn't know how to use it. And I would try and get it sharp, and it would always suck. And what I would do is I would throw that knife away and I would buy another one, which is why I never wanted to buy a knife that was more than like $30 or $40. But once I bought, you know, $50 knife and then was able to get it sharp on the Work Sharp, it was like, oh, now I see why people would pay more, because you can use the knife. It gets dull. No problem. I just sharpen it again and then use it over and over and over again. Yeah, this could probably use a fresh edge. What's this one? This one's actually still kind of sharp. What about this one? Yeah, that one's still a laser. Tell you which one I haven't sharpened. This one. It's the Spyderco Mule in Magnamax steel. Thing is not dull yet. I've had this thing for, God, a month or so, and it is not dull yet. It's my like take out in the yard and cut random shit out in the yard knife. I actually took it to work and ran an XRF analysis of it to find out what was in it, because it's not really published yet. It's a very interesting composition, so we'll see what it turns out to be in the next year or so as they put out more and more batches of it. All right, next knife. How's it going over there?
By me?
Said, how's it going over there?
I'm just put a Sharpie on one of my knives. I figured let me just clamp one in, right?
There you go. Rock and roll, buddy.
On this Gerber, right, that I want to, I never used it. I never sharpened it. So I put the Sharpie on it. And well, let me just try to.
Let me get this taped up, and then I'll help you with this in case you need any assistance. Okay, the first thing, I have one tip for you right off the bat.
Do the double.
To use both clamps. That'll help you a lot to keep it nice and stable. So what you're going to do, remove that clamp from that side and put it
Yep.
on the other side with the other one.
I got it. I know exactly what you're saying.
You cannot have these knives clamped in here solid enough because the clamps are made out of aluminum, so you want them to be in there snug, but you don't want to have to crank down on it. So having two clamps means that you have to use half as much force on those clamps in order to get it the same, same amount of sturdy clamped in there. And I learned that the hard way. Just a heads up on that. I have the other Zarelk system, and I actually tore the threads out of the aluminum, tightening it down too much.
Okay. Now, on my 1500 to find the angle, I don't have to wet it, right?
No, just to find the angle, you are just clamping it in there and just giving it a quick swipe
Hold on a second.
to see if it removes the marker. I actually prefer not to wet it at that point, just because it makes it easier to see.
Well, first time I did it, it took the water, the soap took the Sharpie off, you know.
Yep. All right. Here we go. Back to the 285.
It looks pretty good. Well, no, I got most of it off, but not the tip. So then I got to go.
If you didn't get it the cutting edge, you'll want to
I got most of it though.
lower the back down, which will raise the tip up. Is that right?
I'll figure it out in a second.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Lowering the back definitely brings it closer to the edge. I know because I just needed to do the same thing.
Well, it's funny. It took the Sharpie off the one side, but it didn't take off this side.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm hitting the. I know why. I'm hitting this thing.
Ah. Hmm.
That's why I only use one on these little ones.
You know what? Shit. If you are hitting that, then I guess that's what you're gonna have to do.
Wait, hold on.
Damn it.
That's why I clamped it once because they jammed me up one time.
Well, that's what I get for acting like a know-it-all.
Well, we'll see what happens now. Hold on.
That's what I get for acting like a know-it-all. I look like an asshole.
Yeah. You know what? It doesn't take the Sharpie off this side, but it took it off the other side. Wasn't that, Batman?
All right, so give that another swipe and let's see exactly what's going on.
What's that?
Give that another swipe.
On this side?
Yeah, with
On
the stone to see where it's not hitting.
so
And
if
then
I
we'll see
flip
where to
it,
go from here.
so if I flip it now, right?
Mm-hmm. Go out towards the tip the other direction. Go out to the tip. Still not hitting?
It looks like it's hitting the top of the bevel a little bit.
Okay.
Like the
What
top
I
of the
would do,
Sharpie. Go ahead.
what I would do is I would, right now, your knife is clamped in perfectly straight across the back. What I would do is, let's say that this is the tip. I would tilt it to bring the tip closer to the stone, ever so slightly.
You mean move it? So move the tip this way.
Other direction.
Move the tip towards me.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, and see what happens.
So I'm going to take the tip and I'm going to move it towards me.
Yes.
Okay.
Here you go.
It's really loose. Hold on. See, with these little knives, I could take a bigger bite where the serration is.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to take a swipe from this side.
Yep.
You see it? So right now it looks like I got the bevel, but not the cutting edge on this one. So now let me flip it. That's the same thing.
Okay, so you're hitting the cutting edge towards the serrations, but not at the tip.
No, on this side. I'm getting almost nothing.
Have you sharpened this knife before?
No.
I'm wondering if it's just slightly cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? That it's slightly, the angle's not the same on both sides.
It's only a Gerber, bro. So I mean, if I got to redo this, I don't really care.
I guess that's very likely.
So now I got to drop this to get more of the cutting edge, right?
Yep, I would raise the angle, so you would drop the back to raise the edge.
All right, hold on.
Let's check the water situation. Still nothing.
And it's not taking any of the Sharpie off close to the serration here. And then if I try the other side now. Well, I'm glad I started with this knife.
That's so weird, man.
I mean, you can see it, right? It's not. Now, if I flip it, is that a good angle for you?
Oh, dude. Flip that knife over real quick. Bring it
Yeah.
up close again.
Hold on.
I can't see the knife. I think it's in there cockeyed a little bit. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to loosen that knife up.
Yep.
Bring it out a little bit so that both jaws are absolutely sitting on the flat of that knife. Because the one side, it looks like it's
Okay,
over
I
the
understand what you're
flat a
saying.
little bit.
Give me a second.
And I would also make it closer to the center of the blade.
Like this?
That's good enough right there.
I put it by the nubby so it wouldn't move, you know?
I can see why you would, but I think that it may be in there cockeyed.
Okay. Well, it looks flush now.
Finding out. We're learning together on this one. I'm walking you through the process of what I would be doing right now.
All right. Hold on. All right, here we go. Same thing. And now I hit the that's the problem. I hit this. See?
Hold on, my dog.
That's why the reason why I pushed the knife more in a serration is so my stone don't hit this thing. And the way around that is I got to put it. I only have two choices. I either got to move the knife this way or move the knife towards me this way. You see?
Yes, I do.
That's why with these little knives, I push the knife. When it's serrated, I use it in my favor and I push it out.
All right, let me grab my small clamps. This will be easy to walk you through what I'm going to do. There's one. Here's the other one. Let's mark this knife so we can put it back.
So here's a rookie question, right? I have a knife. I believe it's a Swiss single blade, Swiss Army, that is only sharpened on one side. Is it possible that, I mean, do knives have different bevels on one side than the other? I mean, it shouldn't, right?
It shouldn't,
Okay.
but I'm thinking that this one might, because this is, it shouldn't be hitting in some areas and not others, because the angle is the same.
Yeah.
As you flip it, the angle is the same.
Roger that. And if I had $1 for every time somebody said to me, "Wow, I never seen that before," I would have taken a limo to your place and we could have did this side by side. And you know where I live.
I do.
Have the pack of lunch.
Okay, let's get the old style clamp in here. Knife that's pretty similarly shaped. Oh Jesus, my phone's gonna die. What the hell is going on? All right, let me grab a cord real quick. Plug myself in. Jesus, this is a rookie shit show today, isn't it?
Blaming the water company. tea is gone. I'm out of tea.
Whatever shall you do?
Hey, on a different note, we made almost 500 contacts, and the club call was looked up 1,000 times in 3 days.
Wow, really? 1,000 times?
Yeah. Every time I put the event on, I go to QRZ and I write down the lookup.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
I haven't looked that up for myself for a really long time. QRZ. My page lookup number is. Oh, that's abysmal. I guess it's not that bad. 16,538. I guess I'm not really a rare DX, so why would people be looking me up? Yeah, I'm saying I'm not very important.
No, it's not even that anymore. Today with Loto, no, I mean, why would you look somebody up? I mean, think about it. Why would you look anybody up other than to send a card? There's no reason to look you up anymore. There's not.
You're
A
kind of
club
right
call
about
sign,
that.
a specialty call, you know what I mean? They're gonna look up they're gonna look you up on a special event. But other than that, like unless you do a POTA, then nobody's gonna look you up.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we're gonna have to put my earbud down for a second because I need to go get a cord. So you're flying solo for 2 minutes.
Oh no.
I'm back.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta plug this in here. Okay. That goes there. Then we can put power here. Bling. Awesome. Chuck Soup, how the hell are you? All right, so let's put this poop knife in here. Well, that's not really a poop knife, but all right. Oh God, I hate this already. Okay. Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Hate that. Hate that. One clamp on a knife. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Let's see what one clamp with some painter's tape feels like. Let's see how different this feels. Oh, that's so much different. Do you have any frog tape laying around the house?
Yeah, but mine's tight.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got these rubber things I put inside the clamps, you know, so
I
that's why I
gotcha.
don't get any wiggle. But I mean, yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
here's what I would do. I would move the back of the knife this way.
so towards the clamp or away from the clamp.
Towards the back of the sharpener.
So away
Pull
from me.
the, yep, away from you, this direction.
Okay, hold on. That's yeah. If you say away from me, I understand. Okay.
There we go. And we're going to see what this does.
Yes, we are. Okay. Now you want me to take a swap?
You got it.
Hold on. I just knocked over my empty teacup here. I got almost nothing that time, so that's good. So we changed the angle now.
Got almost nothing, so that's good.
Yeah, I
would,
have like a very, very thin line, like where the bevel and the blade meet. That's probably all I got.
good, perfect. And it's pretty similar the whole way across?
Pretty similar.
Good.
So
Take
now
the
I'm going.
back, and you're going to lower the back down in order to increase the angle. There you go.
Now you tell me. I still don't get the back by the serration. Hold on, I can't see. How's that look to you?
I think I would lower it more because I see more that you didn't get back towards the serration area.
Right there, I got nothing there.
Yep.
Working over this camera is not easy, bro.
It is not. That's the life of a YouTuber.
Yeah. I remember the first time I had a pick like that. What a disaster that was.
Oh, geez. Seriously.
How's that look?
Getting better. Put a fresh marker mark on there, and let's see what it looks like. And do like a couple passes. That way you make sure to remove all the marker where it's touching.
All right, here we go. Thanks for your patience, everybody. I don't know who's out there, but thanks for your patience.
There's one person watching, it's probably me. That's the thing. If I want people to watch, I'll do a live stream in like the shorts format so that it gets shown in the shorts feed. It's basically within YouTube, no second person.
So like nothing came off that time.
What the hell? Nothing came off anywhere.
I mean, very little. Can you see it?
This knife bevel sucks ass. Let me see the angle that you're on the side. Like how many tick marks are you down?
Can you see it?
I can.
So I'm one tick below this knife here.
Yeah, the like hunting knife.
Yeah, whatever you call it. I don't know.
You're one tick below the third knife down. Flip it over and see what you're hitting.
Yeah. I was afraid you said that.
I think that this bevel is just wonky. I think you're going to reprofile this thing. You got nothing. Oh. So we either need to go further or we went
Hold on.
too
I went
far
up.
and we already passed it.
I think we went too far. I went up a little bit. Hold on.
That was the exact thought process that I just had. It was like, okay, so we either need to go further or we went too far and already passed the spot.
How's that look?
That looks far better than the last one.
All right, so I'm going to come up a little more.
So we went past it a little bit.
I think.
Do more than one pass. Do a couple passes real quick, just to make sure that you're getting all the marker everywhere that it's hitting. Good. Let's see what that looks like. It looks like you're getting the edge. It's hard to see from here, but
Let me just take a better look at it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Look, we've been at this knife for too long right now. I still don't get the part of serrate. No, it really. I mean, like it's freaking. I'm trying to learn here, but it's just that I mean, what are we learning here? It's just like something wrong with the freaking knife. You know what I mean?
which is I'm going to be honest with you, that is absolutely a possibility because those crap, what the heck were they called when they came out? The skeletonized, like skelly knives from Gerber. I think they were like
So,
$25 when they came out.
all right, so I'm going to leave this like this, and then I'm going to put on my 240.
Yep.
Right, because we got to
lowest grit.
Because we need to do some surgery here, right? First time I used this thing, it sounded like somebody took a freaking sandpaper. It was like the sound was going right through me.
Let's put this clamp back on and get this Rex 121 back in here.
All right, here we go. What time is it? I gotta wrap this up in around 5 anyway. 5:15.
That's good enough. That gives
All
me
right,
just
so now
enough time to finish this knife.
I gotta move this a little bit.
Oh boy, that baby is coarse, isn't she? Wow.
I put my finger under here because somebody said if you do that, it prevents the rollover.
Yeah, you won't roll over the tip.
Is this good like this, Ray?
Yep.
Wait till I get to the other side. It's gonna sound like a grinding wheel.
Here we go. All right. Put this guy back in here.
Okay, now I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling for. This is how we started this conversation like this, right?
Yep. You are feeling for it to catch the ridges of your fingerprint, and you're not really dragging straight back across the blade. You're kind of dragging up under the blade a little bit. So
Well, I
let's
feel more on
say,
the tip than I do back here. I feel it up
okay,
here, but I don't feel it.
Good. That means you need to keep going.
Because the angle's different. I think I got it.
All right.
Yeah, it's more pronounced in the front than the back, which makes sense because, like, when you look at this where I removed the steel, there's more steel removed from here from the back because of the angle. You see it?
Yep.
Can you see it against my hand?
I can see it against your hand.
All right, so now I'm going to flip this bad boy over. I'm going to hit me with a little bit more juice. See, I do listen to you, right?
Hey, we're making progress, which is freaking fantastic.
No, but I mean, I went to the dollar store, I got my bottles and everything. It just took me 5 weeks to get the stones, you know? So now I'm just going to go like this from the tip to the back, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. That's your one pass. That's to flip the burr. Now you start just sharpening like normal, back and forth.
A lot of brown stuff coming off this stone.
Yep.
There's my other delivery.
Okay, so you
What happened?
didn't flatten or condition those stones with silicon carbide when you got them, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the reason why this one's coming out a lot more brown is because I only used it once. The other one, a couple times, looked like a mud shell.
That's the difference.
Oh, I got a good bird here, bro.
What was that? Yeah, it's still in its break-in period.
Yeah.
See, I went
so I'm going to flip this.
Yep, I went straight past the break-in period when I got mine because I used the silicon carbide to flatten mine, which kind of removed all that brown stuff, which is the binder. Because whenever they press it, the diamond is basically the same depth as the binder is, and as you wear some binder away, you expose the diamond. There we go.
Hold on. That's why when I used the stones for the first time, I took my cheap pocket knives because I figured there'd be a break-in period and I got all this mud on it, you know?
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm getting ready here. Whoops. I'm almost done with this stone, right?
Yep. You certainly are.
All right, so I'm going to go.
Once you feel the burr on one side, then flip it and feel the burr on the other. You just do a couple passes, flipping it back and forth, just to minimize the burr a little bit.
Right, but then I could go to 325, right?
Yep, you can.
I think. Whoops. Hold on. All right, now flip this over, knock the burr off.
Yep. Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Because I had water when I came home. Just make sure. Oh yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to flip this over. I didn't even check for the burr. I should have, right?
All right. My sister lives right across the street from me. I just told my wife, it's like, just check with Nikki and make sure that she doesn't have water too. Just make sure that it's like. She said correct. Okay. Just making sure. That's all.
You know, the burr right now is, I don't really feel one.
Yep. You're going to spend not a lot of time with that stone, by the way. You're just trying to cover the scratches from the other stone with this one.
Right.
It's not about like developing a burr anymore because you definitely apex the knife.
So that's why I almost don't feel anything.
Yep. Which is good.
All right. So now what do you think I should do? Like 4 and 4 and be done with it?
Yep. What I usually do is I'll do like 10 passes on one side, 10 passes on the other, and then I'll do like 4 passes and flip it, 4 passes and then flip it, and then 3 passes and flip it, 3 passes, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, 1 on one side, 1 on the other side. I just kind of lower the passes as I'm flipping it, and once I get to one pass, move to the next stone.
Okay.
You'll find your own process as you're doing this, what works best for you, what you enjoy.
What I enjoy is a sharp.
That's exactly. I kind of enjoy the zenness of it. And I'm just sitting here and I have got it down.
One time, there's something about taking you said there's something about taking a gnarly piece of steel, and then when you're done with it, it's sharp, right?
Yep. I got it to the point now where I have only the stones that I use, nothing that I don't. I know exactly what stones to use. I know about how many passes I'm going to do with each. I can walk with a dull knife from my living room to my kitchen, clamp it in, and within 5 minutes have a knife that you could shave with. Hair splitting sharp.
All right, that's 5. I'm going back to Arizona for Christmas.
Are you?
Yeah, my daughter lives out there with my grandson.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I always go mountain biking, so I always stop at Russell's. I love that place.
I'll tell you,
And
I
it's nice
contacted
when there's nobody there. If there's nobody there,
mm-hmm.
They take all the knives out so you can play with them.
I did a little bit of working for CQ Worldwide or the sweepstakes contest over the weekend. I'm trying to think if I remember contacting a bunch of people in Arizona. Fucking for sure I did. We got there's a K9 SAT in Arizona, WA7NB from Arizona, KC7V in Arizona, N3AIU in Arizona.
When my daughter lived in California,
big 10 meters was real big for a pipeline to Arizona. You can see they were all on the 10-meter band.
Yeah. It's a nice band when it's open.
Colorado, Washington, New Mexico, Montana, Idaho, Arizona, Montana, Arizona, Montana, Arizona,
All right,
Arizona.
I'm going with 650.
I'm glad you just
What am I
reminded
doing?
me. I need to go digitize that log so that I could turn it in. Not to turn it in for points. I mean to turn it into my log so that other people get credit.
You know what you want to start doing is go to 3830 scores and start submitting your. You don't have to submit your log. Just submit your score there, and then in 10 years you could see all the stuff that you did. And the other cool thing too is, I mean, I operate like 99% CW, but for you, you go to club log at the end of the year, and it'll tell you all the contacts you made and every mode that you did it in. It's pretty cool to see what you did.
I tell you,
And for me,
it was.
you could see the jump off point from phone to CW. Like when one day I just said no more microphone. So now with the 650, I should do like 10 and 10, then 5 and 5, and 3 and 3.
Yep. All right, last stone.
I understand now. I understand the Burke concept when you get into the finer stones now.
Yep. Relax, Jackson. Jesus. He's my boy, but he's not enjoying being created while I'm on the YouTube.
Oh, that's the problem?
Yeah. But we also can't have him in here frickin' pulling cords down and stuff while I have him stretch across the kitchen getting power.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a breaks. He'll be okay. I'll give him some extra love later.
There you go.
He's a good boy. He's a pit lab pug mix. So he looks like a pit bull, except he has, floppy skin on his neck like a pug, but he will lick your face off like a lab.
There you go.
Yeah, he's got all like the best qualities of each.
Well, it's getting shiny.
So is mine. We're at the 6 micron stone, 3000 grit right now.
Yeah, man. When I cut that bag of feed the other day, it was just like the I didn't even touch it. The bag just opened in fear.
Awesome. Jax, you're being a bad boy. My wife is like, bop, bop. My partner in crime. All right, let's see if we are sharp.
I was talking to a guy one day. I forgot where he was in Europe or whatever on phone, and his dog was barking, and I forgot the dog's name. He goes, "Yeah, that's the bark heard around the world." He said. Every time the guy turned on the radio, the dog would come in.
Trying to find some like magazine paper or
What to cut?
oh, you know what I got? Yeah, I got
QST.
this is what we're gonna cut. I just got it in the mail.
What is it? Oh, there you go.
Spyderco catalog.
I don't get one of those.
Yeah, I felt special when I got it in the mail. Oh yeah, we could cut that page. We'll never need that page.
What?
I just saw the page with the matriarch on it, and it was like, oh yeah, we're never gonna buy one of those.
Why is it like $1,000?
No, it's like ugly as hell.
Oh,
Look at that knife. Isn't that freaking god awful?
it looks like a bird beak. You know what it looks like? Those
Yep.
masks that they used to use in medieval times.
Yeah, the plague mask.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the page. Out it comes.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to be ready for dinner, and I'm almost done with this bad boy.
We are sharp. Sharp.
What do you do?
See. Oh yeah.
I could still see
Shady
the
sharp.
scratches. I could still see the scratches in it, though.
Look at that.
But that's all
Making
right.
little curly keys.
I can't see what you're doing over there. I'm trying to concentrate on my old poop here. All right.
Making little curly keys. Oh Jesus. The chat shut down. God, what a shit show this live stream is. Oh well. Oh. Daryl Hi said hi. Well, hello to you as well.
Whoa, I almost knocked it over. I like when the guys have to take a piece of notebook paper and they tape it and they make a cylinder, and a guy just cuts it on an angle. The one guy the other day had
I'll show you what I do to check sharpness. This
the one guy
is
had
the thing that I do almost.
Let me know, because I'm not.
Here we go. We got paper, regular paper. Here we go.
This one guy had a piece of garlic, laid it on the table, and ran his knife through it and cut it in half. I think I'm done, Ray.
All right, this is what I do.
Go ahead. What are you doing?
Okay. We take a piece of paper and we fold it in half. And we take a piece, fold it in half there. And then fold it in half here to where you have a W shape. Like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
That'd be a sharp knife.
Hold on. I'm taking this bad boy out.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
What do you think?
Oh, she's shiny, baby. Now is she sharp? Will she cut something?
Oh, well. Yeah, I'm going to try. Hold on a second. That's why I put this towel down on my desk, so when I spray, I don't care.
Yep, I have this tile. That way I can just wipe it off.
Oh, yeah, that's what that is. I was wondering what that was.
Yep, it's a ceramic tile.
So what should I cut, a tomato or a piece of paper?
Let's start with paper.
All right, so I fold it like this.
The thing that I just did,
Yeah.
it needs to be really sharp, and you're not going to do it with that. You'll catch it on the serrations for sure.
So how should I test my knife then?
Just try and do the standard YouTube sharpness test where you just.
How's that? I don't even know how to hold the paper. I guess it's not sharp, huh?
I don't know about that.
What?
It looks
I don't
sharp.
know. Yeah, well, hold on. That's why I use this. Yeah, no, it's not sharp.
Damn it.
See? Nothing. Look.
We failed.
We failed miserably. Well, you didn't fail. I failed.
I was a bad teacher. There's no such thing as a bad student, only a bad teacher. That I know. Shit.
Looks
Well,
good, though.
Guess we got to try again.
Yeah, I'll try it tonight.
Makes me wonder what the problem is. Because if you were feeling a burr, it was definitely apexed. I wonder.
I mean, look. Not.
Yep, that is not sharp.
Well, I got to wrap it up because I got to go upstairs and eat dinner.
Yeah, this is going to have to be the Scooby-Doo mystery that we solve some other time.
Well, no. When I'm leaving everything just like this. When I come down later, I'll put it back in and give it another shot. You know. I mean, I don't know.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
I'll try it again.
Yep.
All right, listen, Ray. Thanks again. I got to run now, right?
Yep, appreciate it. It was good meeting you on the YouTubes for the first time, and we'll have to do it again.
Yep. All right. Talk to you later, brother.
Yep. Talk to you later, brother.
All right. Bye.
All right. Anybody who's watching, looks like there's 2 of you. Have a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. I do have memberships and super chats and all that crap going. Feel free to do it if you want to. If you don't. Doesn't matter to me. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day. If I don't get back on here before Thanksgiving, everybody have a wonderful holiday and catch you next time. Bye-bye.